It is 5:30 and I'd like to welcome everyone to the City Council meeting of Thursday, May 7th, 2026. The Opens Meeting Act is posted on the east wall of the council chambers, and a notice of this meeting was published in the York News Times on April 30th, 2026. If you would, please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amanda, the roll call.
Wilkinson.
Here.
Van Esch.
Here.
Piper.
Here.
McGregor.
Here.
Lopez. Here. North.
Here.
Shepherd. Here. Postier.
Here.
You were all sent the minutes of the April 16th, 2026 meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes?
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Amanda?
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Our next agenda item is our claims of elected officials.
Yeah, we have 4 claims of elected officials. First is Tony North of North Printing and Office Supply in the amount of $2,836.57. I move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Amanda?
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Abstain.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes. Next, we have Jeff Piper of Piper's Inc. in the amount of $583.07. I move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Amanda?
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Abstain.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Next, we have Jeff Piper of Piper's Potties in the amount of $90. I move for approval.
Second.
In motion and a second. Amanda?
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Abstain.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Last, we have Stephen Postier as a business affiliation with York County Development Corporation in the amount of $9,061.75. I move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Amanda?
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
And that brings us to the claims for the period of April 17th through May 7th, 2026.
The Finance Committee did meet yesterday to review those claims, and I move for approval for the claims for the period of April 17th through May 7th, 2026. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Are there any further questions of the Finance Committee? Hearing none. Amanda?
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Our next agenda item is City Administrator Report. Dr. Crawford?
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. The bad news is that we had vandalism in park restrooms and Harrison Park, the men's restroom. The good news is that we had a Crime Stopper tip, and that person has been apprehended. So thank you to everyone who shared the story and those who provided the tip. And we have lights now shining on those restrooms to try to improve the ability of someone to see something and reduce the likelihood that it gets vandalized. So just wanted to let you know that update, that a tip was turned in, and we'll get the restrooms fixed, and we hope not to have them vandalized again.
Very good. Any other questions of Dr. Crawford before we let her get back over here? Very good. Thank you so much. Our next agenda item is consider approval of 2 estimates from Sergeant Drilling for 2 well rehabilitations totaling $137,952 for the Water Department. Hello, James.
Hello. Yes, so this is for the 2 wells, 0401, and then the other well is 822. So rehabs, it's labor pole set pumps, replace column pipes, do sonar jet treatment, just so basically Sergeant Drilling, they came and they did the efficiency test on some of our wells. And then these were 2 of the wells that showed the biggest drop in efficiency from the year past or from last year. So we decided to put these on the agenda. We have 100 90,000 in our pumping equipment maintenance, and that's where this would come out of, so that'd leave us with 52,000 roughly left over now.
When you rehabilitate a well like this, what's the lifespan of that then? How often do you have to do these?
It's not very often. I would say that I can't remember. It was at least 2 years ago when we rehabilitated one well. I don't believe we did any last year. So it is.
It's not an every year occurrence, and these should go a number of years before you have to deal with it again.
For sure. And I know we always usually have that pumping equipment, that 190K in that line item, just in case we have to. And this is the year. We'll probably have one next year, because we have 3 that were kind of down, but these were the worst 2 out of the 3, so that showed a decrease in efficiency.
That's what I was just gonna ask, is if did any other ones that were close?
There was one other, but it wasn't as bad as these 2. So we decided that one could get pushed a little bit further down the line before we have to do the major rehab like we do on these 2.
Do you know when the last time these 2 were rehabbed, or have they ever been?
I can follow up with that, I'm not sure. There's only been maybe a handful that we've rehabbed since I've been here for 5 years, so.
Does Sergeant, so they're the ones that determine Sergeant Drilling, or they kind of work with you on determining if it needs rehab?
Yep, yeah, so they send us efficiency tests every year. They come out every year and they run the efficiency test on the wells for us. And then Brandon's able to look back from years prior on his spreadsheets and see which, how far the efficiency's been going down, if it has for a couple years, or if it's a big drop. And then, so we make that call, they just run the test for us. So we evaluate that ourselves.
Okay, so they're not making a decision, and they're also giving you
They're just giving us the info so we can make the decisions.
the.
Yep.
So I speak to Sergeant.
Oh, yep. And so, with Sergeant really doing all of this work for us in the past, they've had a good relationship with us, so we felt it was, we did not take this out to bid. We just took Sergeant's history that they've had with us with these well rehabs. So that's where these 2 quotes came from.
So I'll confirm for the record that I agree with the Public Works Director's ruling that it is in the city's best interest to approve a quote from a contract with Sergeant Drilling, because it is the person that we're using for all of the equipment and these repairs at this facility. And urge you to approve the contract as recommended and not put it out for a public bid.
Well, they're local, or pretty local, and we've had a long relationship with them, and it's been a really good one, so I too am good with it.
As far as the work itself, I mean, is that something other companies could do, and Sergeant would still be able to monitor those wells if we did have another company install, like, can specify a certain kind of equipment or what's needed in that, or what's special about Sergeant Drilling doing the actual work versus another well drilling company?
Well, so sergeants they've always done the work for us. They know our system. They know our expectations. I think, talking with Brandon, there was like maybe one other company that does this type of work and I'm not even sure if you would call them fairly local, but, yeah, I don't think this would be something that Sergeant would oversee as another contractor doing the work.
Gotcha.
I think it's kind of one of those, like, they're gonna do the work, or try to find somebody else.
Any other questions of James? Thank you, James.
Move for approval.
Second.
A motion is second. Any further comment? Amanda?
Wilkinson,
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Our next agenda item is consider approval of a bid from Omaha Stage Equipment for the York City Auditorium stage lights in the amount of $54,825. Hello.
Hello, this is project 3 of the partnership with the community, York County Visitors Bureau. So they gave us $100,000 grant, gym floor, marquee, stage lighting, and this is the stage lighting contract that I'm presenting you. Omaha Stage Equipment, we did bid this out, and this is the only bid document that we received. So I'm asking I can't even talk today, for approval for this aspect and the last project within that grant.
What was your range, or where did you think, what did we have budgeted, or what were we talking about this costing?
Yeah, so this portion of the project is going to be $54,825. So that's what you guys are gonna approve, but there also is an additional, electrical work for like supply, like this, what is proposed, what we cannot currently support. So I need a local electrician to come in here and prep the space before the project. And that's gonna cost $6,066.37. And we should be able to cover, that portion within our auditorium budget. So we'll do that part within our operating budget, and then this is what needs to be, approved.
Were you able to get all the stuff you thought you wanted with this equipment, or do we have to cut back to stay within the grant amount?
Good question. This is the basic, everybody generic version. So they did quote and include a dance package for our dance recitals that we have there, and any other additional performances that would need additional lighting. That was an additional $26,000. So Dr. Crawford and I spoke, and we thought more of the basic, everybody can come in and utilize the facility. And then if they wanted extra lights, maybe that's something that they could rent on behalf of using the facility. Because it's hard to tailor to every single user group, when right now we just want a wide range of users and renters and have adequate lighting for those. So if we would have got the 26,000, we would have way over.
Any other questions of Sheree? Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Move for approval. Second.
Motion and a second. Any further comments? Hearing none. Amanda?
Wilkinson,
Yes.
Banish.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Our next agenda item was to review the 911 communications budget for the 26-27 with Director Mindy Gherkin.
Oh, surprise. It is often the case at the communications center that sometimes the director has to be on the floor. And I'm guessing that might be what has happened, that she may have had to step up because somebody was missing or something. So I'm going to just, assume she was planning to be here. So I'm assuming that that is what happened. So I'll give you a quick review and tell you why we're doing this. And basically, this joint communications center is paid for half by the city, half by the county. We have a board that includes the mayor, a council member, the fire chief, the police chief, and then includes some county people and fire district people on that board that make decisions about the joint communication center. And a key part of that contract is that each year, the board looks at the budget and creates a proposed budget that then comes to you and the county commissioners for you to raise any questions that you want to ask about the budget. And then in the next meeting, the mayor or a council member would be there to ask those. We send those questions ahead of time. And then at that next meeting, the director would answer those questions to the board for that conversation. And I will confirm that last year we sent a set of questions, and at that next meeting, Director Gherkin did answer each of those questions that we asked about the budget. So the budget is presented to you. Unfortunately, she isn't here to answer questions, but this is a time if you want to put any questions on the record. And then if you have questions that you want to email to me afterwards also, I can take those as well.
And we will invite her back at the next
Yeah,
meeting.
sure,
And-
yeah.
Or a meeting, as soon as she can make it, we'll invite her to every meeting until she gets here. So I know they've been that's been one of their challenges over the past couple of years, is to keep enough dispatchers. So I know that she has had to work the floor a lot, and timing isn't always perfect on that. So we've had some really good discussions, and you might just mention what happened this last year with the going back into the contract, which we approved and came to you. But there was some great discussion about how to make it more efficient.
So we had a committee that pulled together and looked at the contract, and you approved a revised contract. And part of that revised contract was to just make sure that we're taking time to take things to you and to the county commissioners along the way, and making sure that when our board members meet, they have instruction. Our elected board members they have instruction from their board on these kinds of questions. So I would say, from what I recall, the chief was not able to be here tonight, but he wanted to reinforce that, Chief Jaden, that he agreed, he thought the budget was fair and reasonable. One of the main increases is for staff pay, and at the board meeting, we had a conversation where we really felt that's necessary. You have to have staff retention to have the call center work.
And then there'd also been some discussion recently on the SOPs, the standard,
Yes.
standard operating procedures for the fire, and they're talking about some of that for police, just trying to, you've got the county and the city with some different roles and different things, and so there's a lot of different people they're communicating with too, that have different ways of communicating and different things they do. So it's a big job to pull it all together. And if you have any questions, please get this to us, and we'll ask the director to be at our next meeting. We'll have her here before we approve any budgets or anything.
If you had a question, put it on the record.
Yeah, this may just be technology stuff that I don't get. Office equipment repair for $14,000. I mean, that must be some technology stuff that they plan on doing.
Yeah, it was a specific
Yeah.
item that they had discussed, is why that's.
Do you remember exactly what that was?
Wasn't that they were, instead of rehabbing or doing different monitors or something with their systems, that they actually went with new systems?
I think they had to scrap some, it was kind of a one-time, Yep, that's exactly what it was. I couldn't remember, but.
You know what the maintenance agreements were? I thought that was a large jump for this year.
Oh,
Maintenance agreements up from
We'll just
48 to
put that-
69. Which probably a lot of,
And
I know they
this
had,
is a chance to put the questions.
yeah.
on there.
and they addressed that a little bit, but we need to those are the kind of questions we need to make sure that we're just not, that we get you guys the information. Cause it's all a little, it's kind of industry stuff too. That's like, I hear it and I go, yeah, I understand that. And then an hour later, it's like, I don't think I really
It's like the
understand.
phone lines or some kind of.
I know we talked phone, and I know their computer systems have had a lot of different
When
things.
people can call in, teletype is like when you can call in and if you can't
Oh, if you can't hear.
hear, then you can, yeah.
I think they were prepping equipment too for like potential new hires that they were planning on.
And some of the equipment that they have and some of the communication they have, you don't control. I mean, we're in that co-op with a lot of other counties, and some of that stuff, when the contracts are due, costs a little more and things, but we'll get you some more answers to some of that. And if she were here, I mean, that's why we'll have her here, because she's works in this, so.
Right, so the questions I have are about the maintenance agreement and specific repair.
Just, I mean, office equipment repair, I assume that's a technology thing,
Yeah.
and that's why.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Okay. If you have other questions, let me know.
Yeah, and then she'll know those before she comes in front of you.
This is good.
Yeah, we want to get it in front of you early, and, it's a big chunk, and it's a nice cooperation with the county, but we need to make sure that everybody's getting their money out of it, so. Okay, very good. Next is consider approval of proclamation of the National Day of Prayer for 2026 for May 7th, 2026. And I'm gonna read just a bit. And whereas in every state across America, the observance of the National Day of Prayer will be held on Thursday, May 7th, 2026, with the theme of glorify God among the nations, seeking Him in all generations. Now, therefore, I, Barry Redford, Mayor of the City of York, Nebraska, by virtue and authority vested in me by the Code of the City of York, Nebraska, and the laws of the United States, do by here proclaim that May 7th, 2026, the National Day of Prayer to be observed in the City of York. And with that, I think that event is happening kind of simultaneously as we're having this event. So I would look for a motion of that
Move for
proclamation.
approval.
A motion and a second, Amanda.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Our next is a public hearing for the acquisition of real estate, ordinance number 2435. We've talked about this and, I don't, this is the 1 acre parcel on the west side, kind of where the bridge will come across that we'll be using for, we'll figure that out. I mean, some green space, some parking space, some, gathering space. I think a lot of ideas that we've talked about, for that, and we were, Charlie, do you have anything to address with this?
Pretty straightforward. We're purchasing the property, so we have to have a public hearing. If any member of the public wants to come.
And the purchase price, right up was,
67.
67, so I think kind of
It was
right at the
listed at
assessed.
79.
Yeah, right at the assessed value, a little less than what the asking price was, so I think it's good, and we're continuing to have discussions of that whole area out there. So this is a public hearing. If anyone would like to come to the microphone and speak to this agenda item, they can do so now. Seeing no one come to the microphone, I will close the public hearing on this, and if we would like to approve this, tonight we would need to suspend the rules.
Move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to suspend the rules. Amanda?
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
And that brings us to passage of ordinance number 2435.
I move for passage of ordinance.
Have a motion and a second. Any further comment? Hearing none. Amanda?
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Thank you all very much. That brings us to the end of our agenda, and we are adjourned.